Hello, and welcome back to Nikto.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
We're going to be talking about 21 Pilots, specifically their albums, all 6 of them. We are going to be ranking them. Well, I'm going to be ranking them in what is my opinion. And we will put them, not in a tier list per se, but I'll be telling you my most favorite tracks, like the highlight tracks, in my opinion, for each album. Let's get to it. So coming in at number 6, we have a take that might get me shot, but it's Vessel. Now, this doesn't mean I hate the album. I love all these albums. It's just Vessel sounds so old, at least to today's standards. And I know they were young around the time, so of course it's not going to be the greatest thing ever made. Nobody is that way till at least the third, maybe the second album, if you're lucky. But I also should point out, this was the third album, not counting self-titled and the one with the weird kid playing baseball, which I did count self-titled, and it's on this list. It's a super good album. It's a really good album with sad songs, super upbeat songs with sad lyrics. My favorite tracks, standout highlights, gotta be Screen, Migraine, House of Gold, and Truce. Because I really like the ukulele, and the vocals are fucking beautiful. The lyrics are amazing, and all the songs I like, despite the lyrics being honestly fucking depressing. My least favorite is probably Guns for Hands, as whack as that may sound. Now, I know that these days it's a classic 21 Pilots staple, but I just don't like the vocals. The chorus is short, and I don't seek this song out as much as I do Screen or any of the other ones. It's also, in my opinion, for some fucking reason, very repetitive. Alright, next album.
I don't wanna fall away. I don't wanna fall.
As it's labeled in the community, even though it's named 21 Pilots. The album dropped in 2009 and is regarded as their most mid-album to date. But in my opinion, it's where the greatest duo began. And the album is described as screamo pianistic. Not sure if that's a word. It's full of deep songs with deep meaning, and a lot of bangers like The Pantaloon, Oh Miss Believer, and Johnny Boy. And it's to name a few, at least. It's an album that feels consistent through its runtime, of an hour and 2 minutes, with the vocals from Tyler, who sounds like he's doing a theater impression, which I'm okay with. I love theater. Now, I'm not big on very synthetic-feeling music, which is what drew me away from this album as the singles came out. The entire time I was wondering, how would they top Trench? And they managed to top it in the most beautiful way ever. But believe me, this is no means a perfect record. None of these are. But I stand in point of the 21 Pilots story. This album is significant, and it's got amazing vocals from Tyler, banger drums from Josh, and frankly, some of the best standout tracks being Choker, Saturday, Bounce Man, and Never Take It, being some of my highlights in the album. And I like the way the album ends, like a cliffhanger, and honestly, that's why it's at regarded as the emo savior album by me. It's one of the most recognized images, just seeing 9 dots invokes Nikto, aka Blurryface. It's giving tall, dark, and handsome. This album nowadays is synonymous with 21 Pilots. You see a red beanie, wow, it's a 21 Pilots reference. You see Red Sox, oh my god, at least that's how I feel. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Now, some of the standout tracks, in my opinion, are Doubt, Lane Boy, Message Man, Tearing My Heart, and We Don't Believe What's on TV. The best part is I hardcore relate to songs like Doubt. I've doubted myself in this life, and I'm sure I'll always doubt my capabilities. That's beside the point, though. Anyway, the way it ends in the piano ballad is beautiful. Tyler's vocals hit like a fucking double-decker bus, dude. Especially with Though I'm Weak and Beaten Down, I'll slip away into the sound. So beautiful. As in the making of this video, Clancy has been out for a week, and I've had time to listen to every nook and cranny of the album and form an opinion, so that's why it's here in this spot.
I don't wanna backslide to where I've started from.
With its first 3 songs not matching the rest of the album, it's a rocky album. But as a person who loves 21 Pilots, this album got me hyped. And I was super duper excited to listen to it, and my favorite part is when the album stops being new rockish and becomes more of a 21 Pilots vibe. I like that the songs go down then recover energy with Navigating. My standout tracks being Navigating, Backslide, Routines in the Night, Lavish, and At the Risk of Being Dumb. At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, my bad. It's got some of my favorite lackluster tracks though, with Snapback. I like the vocal piece of Sippin' a Capri Sun like it's Dom Perignon. That's pretty good. And honestly, each track, though disjointed, is great, and that's why it's at number 2. Oh boy, the things I could say about this album. I love how Jumpsuit blends into Levitate. It's one of, if not, my favorite 21 Pilots albums. Now, I'm not gonna glaze the album, I'll be honest. It lacks in songs like Cut My Lip. But I'd rather bump Cut My Lip than, the entire fucking album of Good Evening by Darrow. And in the vocals department, it's flawless. And it's honestly what I consider peak 21 Pilots, with standout tracks being Morph, Chlorine, Levitate, Neon Gravestones, Hyped, Nikto and the Niners, Pet fucking Cheetah. I remember when people were pushing to get that put on the set list for the Trench Tour, dude. Like, holy shit. Now, I remember when this project came out. People were putting yellow duct tape on everything to the point that, in my city, they ran out of the stuff, which sucked because I was a bandito for Halloween. And this is the first ever CD me and my brother ever owned. It was truly a peak in my life I'll never get to basically see again. I love this album for its music and for the memories tied to it. And a track that really stands out is My Blood, because it's just beautiful. And among me and my brothers, it's got to be our favorite. And that is why I think Trench is 21 Pilots' best fucking album, dude. So I got a question. One condition: you mustn't laugh. Y'all agree with me in the comments? Please be civil. Rank the album in the comments. I'd like to get to know your opinion. I just referenced Company Man. Shout out to Company Man. I love his videos. And Anthony Fantano. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Don't be a stranger. Nikto out.
We catch ourselves a baby hammerhead. Look at him. He's so cool.